back, the so-called Gang of 8 senators, which include Flake and McCain, will unveil their plans for immigration reform now in just a few days.
And at the center of this huge debate, how to create a system to account for all the workers who cross the border every day.
ABC 15's Navita Fergani went in depth and followed one man who spent years crossing the border into Arizona to feed his family.
Oscar Neary gets an early start every morning.
What time did you wake up this morning?
And he's been doing that for the last 20 years. He got his green card after crossing over illegally.
I've thought about becoming naturalized.
But he would rather live in Mexico with his family, so he crosses the border into the U.S. to work every day.
I come in early to avoid the line.
What he's trying to do is avoid this. I'm standing right here at the U.S.-Mexican border, and you can see thousands waiting in line to get right through these doors to get into the U.S. and to work right here in Arizona.
And the wait could take hours. So instead, Oscar crosses in the middle of the night. He then uses the minutes he saved from waiting in line to get some rest before he starts a long, hard day in the fields.
The first day is hard. Afterwards, he gets used to do the job.
Today, he's weeding lettuce.
My back hurts. Right now, you can't walk through the beds. It hurts your back and feet.
The work is grueling, and for farmer John Bolts, his entire harvest depends on Oscar and the rest of his crew.
It takes a certain type of character. It takes a certain type of wherewithal to be able to go out and do this all day.
Walking narrow beds, bending over for hours, looking for weeds. Each row takes at least an hour. Work Oscar says most people would never want to do.
I've been doing this work for 20 years. I've only seen 2 white people do the job, like cutting lettuce, broccoli, or weeding, but they didn't last. You don't see white people doing this job.
A job Oscar says is his only way to support his family.
Mexico has no work, and the pay is little. I have 2 daughters going to school, and working here allows me to send them to school.
And after working a more than 12-hour day and taking a long bus ride back to the port of entry, Oscar says the price he pays working is worth every penny, knowing his children will have a better future. In Yuma, Navita Fergani, ABC 15 News.
We're told anywhere between 30,000 to 50,000 migrant workers either live or cross over into the U.S. to work every day.
And the new immigration reform bill is designed to make it easier for people who are working without legal documentation to get a pathway to citizenship.